Well, hello, my friends. I appreciate you joining with me today. And I want to go back today to the book of Proverbs and talk some more about wisdom. Wisdom is so very, very important. In fact, there's so much of our culture and society today that's not using wisdom. And it's been very damaging to our nation and our culture. But I want to begin reading in verse number 3 of chapter number 4. Now remember, Solomon wrote most of the book of Proverbs, and I want to read, it says this: when I was a son with my father, tender, the only one in the sight of my mother. So remember, David was his father and Bathsheba was his mother. So he taught me, now Solomon is saying, he taught me, that is his father, and said to me, let your heart hold fast my words, keep my commandments, and live. Get wisdom, get insight, do not forget, and do not turn away from the words of my mouth. Do not forsake her, that is wisdom, and she will keep you. Love her, and she will guard you. Now, this lets me know that David himself must have been a pretty wise man, and he was teaching his son to be wise. Now, this is proven over in 1 Samuel chapter number 18. In fact, I want to go over there and read a few verses. In verse number 5 of chapter 18, it says this: and David went out and was successful. Now, the New King James Bible says he behaved himself wisely. But this is the English Standard Bible. It says he was successful wherever Saul sent him. We look over in verse number 14 of the same chapter. And it says this: and David had success in all his undertakings. Again, the New King James says he behaved himself wisely in all undertakings. And verse 15, when Saul saw that he had great success, or when he behaved himself wisely, he stood in fearful awe of him. And then finally, in verse number 30, then the commanders of the Philistines came out to battle, and as often as they came out, David had more success than all the servants of Saul, so that his name was highly esteemed. And again, it says in some versions, behaved himself wisely, or he was wise in all that he did. Now, I will say that there is a very close connection between behaving yourself wisely and being successful. We told you a story yesterday about an unbeliever who practiced the wise words of Solomon here in this book of Proverbs, and he became very successful. And I will say this to you today. If there's ever a prayer that you need to pray at any time, it should be a prayer for wisdom. James tells us, if any man lacks wisdom, let him ask of God. And I want to encourage you today. I want to encourage you every day to ask God for wisdom, that he will help you in our everyday work and everyday decisions, that he will help you and you will be successful. He will give you wisdom. He will not withhold any good gift from you. He will give you the wisdom that you need, and he will also make you successful. God bless you. I look forward to seeing you back tomorrow. Bye-bye.